Hey, how's it going, guys? Taff for another Taff blog. Obviously a great result against Walsall into the draw for the second round, which I am going to be live streaming again tonight, and that will be instead of a 10 o'clock stream. You're going to give your early part your evening. I can't give both parts my evening, guys. Obviously, Walking Dead I'll get in and everything, but I'll stream the live draw. Then I think I'm getting an early night then. Tomorrow's my first day out on the road, starting my new role properly. So a good night's sleep before day one. Definitely up for that, But there we go. We beat Walsall. We were very good value for it. And before I get into the game, I've seen a couple of things that's been mentioned on the message board, which I want to clear up. First of all, I can think for myself. My opinions are based on a collection of different things I hear. So whenever I have an opinion on the county, I don't just take what one person has said and think, oh yeah, there we go, bang. No, I listen to a lot of people. A lot of people say a lot of things about a lot of different things over the county, and a lot of it I see for myself anyway. A lot of it I don't see, and I'm pretty much relying on people who I trust. And there are a lot of people who I trust, a lot of people who tell me something, I think, well, I'm not sure how valid that will be, how true it'll be. But, I'm not daft. No one plays me. My opinions are based on what I feel about what I see and what I hear from people who I trust, basically. So I can think for myself, no one plays me. I'm not stupid enough to allow that to happen. Obviously, I backed down out of the whole Charlie Hopkins thing because, I had information I could have used, but I just thought it was just too damaging. It was going on for a lot longer than it really needed to, and I was a big part in keeping that going. And obviously, I apologise for that part. I shouldn't have kept it going. I care about the club. I don't want anything to disrupt what we're doing at the moment. So that's pretty much where it was left. So, moving on, Walsall. And I gotta be fair, we were great, barring one little hiccup where we managed to let them get back into the game. We were fantastic for pretty much the whole 90 minutes. I think Ben White had possibly his best game in a county shirt. I think Mikulski scored one of the best goals I've seen this season, because the angle he took it at against a League One goalkeeper, putting it into the bottom corner the way he did, into the side netting, well, into the inside of the side netting, the right side of it. It was great. Absolutely great finish. Newblay's goal I thought was over, because I went, and then everyone started going, yeah, what, they went into it, now. So then, obviously, started bouncing away like an idiot then. And at the final whistle, I thought, yeah, we deserved that. And I don't think there's anybody at home now, I'm going to say, that we couldn't beat in the draw. But I say the same thing every year, right? I want a crap team at home. I want the lowest possible team. No disrespect to any of these teams, because, they're all good in their own right. They got this far on merit, of course, but we want someone who we're going to beat comfortably, as long as we turn up. And as I said, we'll turn up. We have turned up for most games this season. So I don't think complacency would be an issue with this current team. So you're looking at, the one team I don't want, though, from the lowdown, and a lot of people are saying that they want them. The occasion would be great, absolutely great, but I think the occasion would be even better if we're taking on a Premier League team or a big Championship team, like another Leeds or an Aston Villa or a Sunderland, or even into the Premier League itself. We nearly drew Liverpool last year. Well, we should have gone through to play Liverpool last year. But, like I say, the gods of football might have made it, look, we're taking Liverpool away, but you're staying up. And to be honest with you, I'd have taken that any day. If that was what was on offer, say, look, if you get Liverpool, you'll go down. If you don't get Liverpool, you'll stay up. Then, let's say, Liverpool have to be put on the back burner and we'll get a big team next year. So I want that third round draw. I want to be in that draw for that third round. So I think I want to feel easy about it. I want to know that we're at home against a lower down team, and on paper we should win it comfortably. But the one team I don't want, right, because I got a feeling that they're going to be a banana skin, would be Hereford. Now the occasion would be fantastic because Hereford at home, you know, they'd bring a big support with them. Watsy's their general manager. It's got that would be the recipe for an absolutely classical cup tie. But Hereford, for me, have the potential to be a banana skin. Now we all remember Yate Town and Portland Rovers. Now you can imagine if that happened to us, but with Hereford. I say that would send us crashing out of the cup. That wouldn't just put us out. That would send us crashing out if we lost that game. On paper, we should win it comfortably, and I believe we got the right players there to win it comfortably. But I just got that feeling. Hereford home. If that is what the draw was, I just got a really bad feeling about it. But what I want at home is anyone under the conference, because I've just got a feeling someone from the conference might come and bite us in the ass as well, like Kidderminster did a few years back. What I don't want is Luton away, League One away. I want an easy tie. I want to feel easy about it, thinking, yes, no, we're going to get through to the third round. No, nothing's guaranteed in football, I know that, but I just don't want a potential banana skin, and I don't want a team that we're going to find it difficult to beat. But there we go. But going back to the Walsall game, though, I think Pipe was immense. I think we really missed him against Notts County. Who else was good? I thought Tozer had a good game. I thought Nubley looked a lot sharper and ran around an awful lot more. Maybe that was because the TV cameras were on him, I don't know. The TV cameras do bring a little bit more out of you. Or maybe, you know, you might lose your bottle a little bit in front of the TV cameras. I think we were great in front of the TV cameras, and no, it was great. It was an absolutely great win. Like I say, we were great value for it. We had chances. We reduced them to minimal chances. They took their one real chance that they had. Oh, sorry, it is early in the morning, guys. Oh. Yeah, so they took their one chance. We took two of about 5 or 6 good chances. Who else looked sharp? I think Robbie Wilmot looked out of place, mind you, in central midfield. I think he is a winger or a forward. I think we need to utilise him that way. Reynolds, I'm still waiting for him to explode onto the scene. I think it's a matter of time. He's hungry for it. He's got the technique. He just needs that Football League experience, because the tricks that got him through, to do as well as he did at Brentwood, and wherever else he's played in non-league, those same tricks won't work in the Football League. But he's got the technique and the ability, I believe, to work out how to become a Football League winger or forward that is going to absolutely tear defences apart, and I've got every confidence that he is going to do that. I think Mikulski's more of a finished article for a League 2 striker, but he's going to go on and be even better. He's going to be, I'd say, if he doesn't stay with us for the full season, I'd imagine he'll be at a League 1 team for the rest of the season, and then possibly get into Bristol City's first team next season. He is cracking, absolutely brilliant. And he makes a good partnership with Nubley. The only thing is, what do you do with Amond? He's been scoring goals for us. You can't just throw him away and say, oh yeah, thanks for the goals, but Mikulski's better than you. They're both two very different types of striker. Amond is what you'd class as a poacher, and Mikulski is what you'd class as sort of an advanced sort of forward. Or with him, because he's decent in the air, you could call him a complete forward. You know, he could be like a target man as far as getting the ball over the top is concerned. Because there's two different types of target man. Obviously, the one that you play the ball in the air, and he'll either chest it down and hold the play up, or he'll flick the ball on with his head. And there's a target man where you slip the ball through, like Ben White did for the second goal. He feigned it through, and Mikulski had the pace to get onto it. But then, anyway, I'm not going to go into the details on the different classifications of football players. I mean, it's getting ridiculous now how many different classifications for different positions you can get. I mean, before, you were just a striker, and then you were just a midfielder, and then you were just a defender, and that was it. But now these days, football's getting a lot more technical. Certainly getting a lot more faster, and players have got to be a lot more athletic than they used to be. I mean, back in the 60s, I think players went for a pint before the game, and then now, I mean, they have special meals, and special protein drinks and things like that, just to give them that little bit extra before they go out there. But the game, for entertainment value, was certainly improved, except for when you get your tactical sort of games, but they can be a bit drab, can't they? Anyway, going into the ins and outs of football here, Mikulski is a target man where you put the ball through to him, and his pace is the weapon, and his finishing ability just makes that, it's a lot like Jamie Vardy. It's exactly, I'd liken Mikulski to Jamie Vardy, basically. You can find the net quite easily, and because he scored his poacher's goals too, haven't he, this season? I mean, his first 3 goals in the first 2 games of the season, they were poacher's goals. No, he's fantastic. I think him and Ben White are 2 of the best loan signings I think I've ever seen at the county. Obviously, McBurney. If McBurney had stayed with us for a bit longer and scored more goals, he would have been. But no, Mikulski, Ben White, 2 of the best loan players we've ever had at the county. And I'd certainly like to see someone like Josh Sheehan back, I think, at the moment, where we're looking a little bit light on central midfield. Not so much light as in numbers, but light as in options to change a football match, or to give a different sort of option of play. Like, we got our creative, we got our defensive, we got our all-round orthodox central midfielders, but we haven't got someone with that little bit of flair, that little bit of brilliance that Josh Sheehan brought to us last season. We just don't have that from the central midfield at the moment. Someone who would just pop up and just change a game. We need a game changer in that centre midfield. I think we got the game changers at front, we got the game changers on the wing. We need the game changer in the centre midfield. And I'll tell you something, if we keep Mikulski, for example, we did bring Josh Sheehan back, I could see us pushing for that playoff place, absolutely, 100%, no problem at all. I think we'll get that playoff place if we get that central midfielder. Anyway, Paul Hayes can't play till January. I don't know if maybe Flynn's already been told Mikulski's not going to be there for the rest of the season, and we've gone with a different option to go up front. Maybe we're just keeping the strikers, putting them through their paces. Maybe Flynn might look at playing a 4-3-3 at some point in the future. We don't know. He seems to be picking a different team for each game based on who he's coming up against, and sometimes he got it wrong, but he's getting it a lot more right than he is getting it wrong. And he's improving as a manager. You can see it. Just in the speech he gave at the open meeting, you could just tell that he's developed a way of speaking to a group, and obviously he knows how to speak to his players, and he spoke to his fans in a very similar way. Maybe he's the gaffer for the supporters as well. Maybe he's the one that's going to bring us together, Mr. Newport County himself. There we go. We're talking about such a bright future out of this football club now, on and off the pitch, and Flynn is very much at the centre of it. So gotta be happy to be a Newport County fan right now, and can't wait for the draw tonight. Tune in live. I'll be streaming it live from about 7 o'clock. Obviously got all the bullshit beforehand. You can ask me some questions then. We'll stream the actual draw, and then you can ask me some questions again afterwards, and then we'll call it time on that one. But anyway, thanks you all for watching again. Me rambling on as always. It's great. I'm getting more and more good comments all the time. I've got people coming up to me and talking to me all the time about the blogs. Like I always say to everybody, I hate the sound of my own voice. I never watch these blogs back. Obviously I know what I've said. There are times that it takes me more than one take to do this. I'll be like 10 minutes in and I'll say something daft. I'm like, oh no, I shouldn't have said that. Shut it off. Start again. This is take 1. So I think the day's going to be a good day, except for the fact it's Monday. There we go. Anyway, thanks again, guys, and I'll see you all tonight at 7 o'clock for the draw, and I'll see you tomorrow night if you're going to the Cheltenham game. Thank you very much. Up the county. Cheerio for now.